What is duality, and how can we transcend that in order to grow spiritually? And in this video, I'm going to be diving into how you do that from within. Let's dive in. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new around here, my name is Christina and I help empower people on their spiritual and healing journey so they can have a more fulfilling and purposeful driven life. Don't forget to do all those wonderful things like hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, because it's my mission to share my message to as many people as possible, and the videos can get better and better and better. So what is duality? You may have heard of the word duality, you may not really know what it means. If you're on the spiritual path, you will probably know what duality really means. Duality means an equal opposite. So we have dark, light, the sun, the moon, masculine, feminine, up, down, left, right, like North Pole, South Pole. So this means it is a dual with each other, almost the dualistic nature of something. So we also have the yin and the yang as well, which is also the dark, the light, the masculine, the feminine. And so we live in a consciousness that is duality consciousness. So this means we'll always often experience an equal opposite. And so often we may find ourselves in a very happy, blissed out part of our lives. And then later on, the pendulum swings and we go through maybe the dark night of the soul. We go through something that's a lot of suffering and pain. So we always have this dualistic nature in our lives. So how do we actually transcend that, rise above it and become into unity consciousness rather than duality? So we'll be a non-dualistic consciousness. So we internally have our own duality. This is our own dark and light, our conscious awareness and our unconscious awareness. So this is our shadow aspects and our ego aspects of the personas we form, the ego forms and attaches to, and we pretend that we are often and not usually our authentic self. But we also have our shadow self as well, which is those parts of ourselves that we've pushed away and denied. So it's this war within us of the dark, the light, and what we have to do in order to be in a non-dualistic nature, to be in unity consciousness. We have to actually transcend that darkness from within. And so what this means is doing shadow work, integrating your shadow, so then you are more whole and complete. But here is the tricky thing, well, not tricky, the funny thing. We are already whole and complete. There's actually nothing wrong with you. You're not broken in any way. It's only our traumas, our programming, our conditioning, religion, etc., etc., that makes us believe that we are broken and that we are not whole and not complete. So then we go looking outside of ourselves for things. But with shadow work, we can integrate all those different personality traits, because that's what it is, that have all of their individual needs. And then we transcend that, we transmute that, and we basically integrate all of those into ourselves, and we become one. We embody more of our authentic self. We embody more boundaries. We embody more of that light worker side. We embody more of our dark feminine, dark masculine. We embody more of those personalities that actually benefit us and bring us into unity within ourselves. And when we are actually doing this from within, then as within, so without, we're able to see more unity in the collective shadow, if you want to say that, in the collective consciousness, and we rise above it. So then we will start to see that we are all one, and that we are not our thoughts, our feelings, our traumas, our pain, that we are limitless. Because when we are doing that shadow work, we're coming back to the true self. We're sitting with ourself because we're not running away from ourself and distracting from our pain and our shadows, our duality within that is at war with your conscious and your unconscious. So when we sit with ourselves, we see that the true self is actually limitless. And that's when we're able to be in unity, oneness, and we're more integrated when we're doing that shadow work. And if you do need help with shadow integration, you can download my free shadow work journal prompts PDF. It's completely printable, and just click the pinned comments below to claim your shadow work guide now. So when we are starting to do that shadow work and we're starting to see those shadow aspects, we're starting to accept it. And so when we start to accept it, we start to become it. We start to feel more whole and complete. We're taking all of these different personalities and we're bringing it back into one. And that is transcending duality from within. And if you want to go deeper on connecting to yourself, the true self,